Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Loot Box Simulator 2017, also known as Star Wars Battlefront 2. You may have noticed there was also a little indie film released recently by the name of Star Wars Episode VIII, The Last Jedi. Well, in the gaming world, to coincide with this new release, Battlefront 2 released the Last Jedi expansion for the game, featuring new maps and characters. So, like we did last time, we're going to be taking a look at some of the Easter eggs referencing The Last Jedi found in this new content. It'll be mostly just references to the movies, such as locations and characters. So this is your first and only warning. If you have not seen The Last Jedi yet, this video will contain spoilers. You have been warned. So, let's start at perhaps the most simple reference to The Last Jedi, and that comes in the new characters the expansion has added. You can now play as Finn or Captain Phasma in multiplayer. Now, the reference in particular comes from Captain Phasma. One of her abilities sees her using a metal staff to strike enemies. Now, this is taken directly from the scene in The Last Jedi when Finn and Phasma fight on board Snoke's ship, during which she uses this exact weapon. Probably the most substantial addition to the game comes in the form of the planet Crate. This multiplayer map takes place in the same location as the finale of The Last Jedi, featuring everything from the huge door of the Rebel base, the giant AT-M6 walkers, and the ski speeders, which even kick up red salt across the battlefield. It's actually a really epic map. If we look a little deeper into this map though, we can also see a few more references to The Last Jedi. Perhaps one of the easiest to miss references are the caves that are scattered throughout the map. Generally, these are fairly boring red tunnels that you just use to traverse the map. However, in this particular cave, found deep inside the Rebel base, we can see the crystal structures that make up much of the subterranean space of Crate. Now, this is actually seen prominently in the movie, as there is an entire scene where the Falcon is flown through these underground tunnels during the battle. In the movie, a number of scenes during this battle take place in a command center, focusing around Leia and that one girl from American Horror Story. Now, while I can't find the exact control room from the movie, there are a couple of them which look very similar, even featuring old Rebel tech, which we see the characters setting up in the movie when they arrive here. Okay, finally, let's talk about perhaps my favourite inclusion from the movie. It's purely aesthetic, but god damn, I love those crystal dogs, and they just run all around the Rebel base. These are exactly the same as we see in the movie, even having taken cover from the battle, just as they do when the First Order arrives in The Last Jedi. So then guys, there you have it. Those were a few of the references to The Last Jedi found in Battlefront 2's new maps. There is also a space map, but I couldn't really find anything of merit, so I decided